Ladies and gentlemen, fucking movies are an integral part of today's society. This weird society that we live in. Insert Joker meme here. We have tons of reboots, but never the reboots that we fucking want. The shows that got the short end of the stick, that came out just too early for technology to be where it needed to be to do the shows justice. And some were put out, after all the other serious adaptations were tried and failed. And this is my top 5 list. Top 5 because there weren't 10 worthy enough of my attention. List of just movies in general that deserved better. They just did. They deserved way better than what they got. It's criminal. Anyways, number 5. All right, so I'm just gonna get this easiest one out of the fucking way. Mario. The Mario movie was a bastardization of what Mario was. Was it a little bit more serious and adult humory than the actual games? Of course. But Mario, back when this came out, was paper thin, and no, I'm not talking about Paper Mario. It just didn't have the same depth that it does now. Now we have shit like Mario World, which for all intents and purposes is Mario GTA. Mario is done taking shit. He's really out here in the streets, putting in work. All right, we can put an entire movie, even if you wanted to give Mario like an actual speaking role, which I know a lot of movies shy away from the silent protagonist. Don't know why, because there have been plenty of movies that have done it really well. But Mario could be done well, and not even just animated. Probably not live action. Not live action, maybe live action. It would be very hard, and it would definitely not be a true telling of it. Definitely be an adaptation. That's what a lot of these movies are anyways, adaptations. But I think you could pull off a Mario movie now. And I think you could even make it serious. I would not be opposed to a live action Mario where it's a lot more serious and realistic, where they take a more gritty look at it. Of course, Nintendo would probably have an issue with their kid-friendly IP being so metal that it would be fitting in with like Lord of the Rings or some shit. Number 4. Most of you guys have probably forgot this was even a movie at one point. Catwoman. Catwoman was pretty early on here. And despite Selena having a very intricate character, like there were so many things that you could do with Catwoman. You could have touched on her relationship with Batman. You could have touched on all kinds of things. What you shouldn't have touched on was that she got her powers from dying and having, I guess, a radioactive cat's liquor. And then that made her into a superhero, I guess, or a super villain. It was really retarded. It was super dumb. Like the dumbest idea you could have possibly had. I'm not sure what executive looked at this movie and was like, yeah, this would sell. It's one of the reasons why DC just really doesn't make a lot of money in the box office. If you actually add up all their gross profits versus their projected costs to make the films, I think DC has grossed $1 billion. Which, yeah, $1 billion is great, but that's like one Marvel movie. That being said, I could totally see both a live action and an animated version of this. I know animated movies are bad. When's the last time you've seen a 2D animated movie in the theaters? It's so expensive to do, and it's just the returns are not worth it for a lot of people. Number 3. Probably starting to get into some controversial territory here when I say Pokemon. Look, I get it. I understand. Ryan Reynolds was great in this reboot of Pokemon, and yes, there's been tons of animated movies of Pokemon that I even think have come into the theaters, but for this one, I'm specifically thinking about live action and even a different imagination of the world. So again, not a true just 1-to-1 ratio, but like a reimagining of Pokemon. I want to see the original concept where Ash is essentially Michael Vick making Pikachu fight in underground dogfights. Let's be honest, that's what Pokemon is at its heart. Whether you want to admit it or not, that's what it fucking is. And I would love to see that tackled and the nuances that come along with that in a big screen in some sort of art house film where a trainer is battling with the dilemma that he's essentially a dog fighter, and he is forcing these animals to fight until one of them is rendered unconscious for no pay, for no better treatment. It's just horrible. We're not just talking about racing horses or something. We're talking about if you took the horses and told them that they had to beat the other one. Number 2, Harley Quinn. Yeah, I'm going there. We're getting slightly political. We're gonna pound that SJWs with facts and logic. Fact number 1, the new Harley Quinn movie is ass. Fact number 2, the theaters were empty because it was ass. And fact number 3, this movie was just ass because the characters looked like ass. Harley Quinn is an amazing character, and I actually did love the Harley Quinn actor and Suicide Squad. However, Harley has so many other things you could tap into. If you wanted to play up the SJW route, Harley Quinn has an on-again, off-again, kind of open, kind of not open relationship with Poison Ivy. You could totally tackle that and make it apparent that she's kind of swinging for a different team now after leaving the Joker, or you could go into the nuances of being a lesbian in modern society while also being a supervillain. There's all kinds of weird things you can do with Harley Quinn, and I feel like this movie misses a lot of that. Yes, there's a lot of girl empowerment, I believe, but it's not really the right character to express that. Harley Quinn in this universe still hasn't been converted to the side of good. And a lot of the extended DC universes, she's kind of pretty much a good guy. She works with Batman, she works with the Justice League, she does all kinds of good stuff. But in this universe, she's still a villain. So using her as a model for people to look up to isn't necessarily good. She's still hurting innocent people, taking from the poor and from the rich. It's just not a good look. So to try to go ahead and give her this girl power persona doesn't make sense in this context, but you can make her sympathetic. Just like with the Joker, you can tap into the sympathies of the people to show that she was just simply dealt a bad hand, that she was manipulated by the Joker, and now she's stuck in a path where she can't really get out. So the only other option for her is to dig deeper and deeper, and you simply make her a victim of circumstances while delving into some of these deeper complexities of the character. Also, I actually enjoy her rebooted design, so you can still even keep that. And number 1, all right, look, when I say this, I know you're gonna immediately want to dislike. Don't do it, all right? I need my likes. They're what I base my entire self-esteem on. All right, so Sonic the Hedgehog. Yes, I saw the new Sonic movie. Yes, I actually enjoyed it. No, I didn't give a fuck that Sonic was flossing. He's like supposed to be a kid in this, and of course it's supposed to be catering to kids. Holy shit, go figure that they put one of the most popular game amongst kids into this children movie. How dare they? Don't they think about the 22-year-old guys on Twitter who say cringe, fucking Sonic flossing, cringe, Fortnite, we hate Fortnite. But I want a serious Sonic movie, all right? I don't want this fucking happy, feel-good, low comedy Sonic. I want one of those old school Sonic animations that we've seen before, and I want that for my fucking movie, all right? You make that happen. Sonic is in a goddamn war in the IW comics. Make that onto the big screen. Give me something that shows Sonic fighting tooth and nail against Middle Sonic or against Shadow. We haven't seen Shadow on the big screen ever. We've seen Sonic before. Bring in Shadow. Fuck Silver. We don't need him. We can forget Silver. In fact, let's just forget that 06 exists at all. All right? We can do that. We don't need to bring that up. But we need to bring up something more serious with Sonic. He deserves it. I deserve it. Give me something that's higher than a PG rating, please. The blue blur has earned his stripes, all right? Maybe the last time he tried to go edgy with Shadow the Hedgehog, okay, didn't work out too well. Give the boy another shot. It's been quite a few years. But hey, that's my list. Let me know what you guys think down below. I left out most of DC because, look, I can make an entire video on DC movies that deserve better because, boy, did they fuck over my boy Shazam. I mean, really. But I love your faces, so I hope you at least like my video, and I will see you guys in the next one.